Hi Virgos, welcome to Josie K Tarot. I'm Josie K and this is your March 23rd, 2018 weekly reading. So it's from the 23rd to the 30th. All right, so I'm going to, and welcome to those of you who are new. Thank you to those of you who come to me for weekly, monthly, yearly readings. Thank you for those of you who tell me in the end how you've brought your life from unfulfilled and confused to following Spirit's guidance into happiness, joy, and excitement. Thank you for those messages and emails. All right, so we're starting out with the Journey of Love deck by Alana Fairchild, and I'm going to just ask Spirit to please provide a spiritual message for those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Virgo. Dear Lord, Spirit, guides, and angels, please bless those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Virgo for the week of March 23rd. Okay, wow. A few people are going through this. All right, so number 65. 6 plus 5 is 11. 1 plus 1 is 2. You will not be alone, but this is a time of the breaking. A time of letting yourself fall apart so you can come back together. Letting all that no longer needs to be, like an old shell of yourself, fall away. And stepping into your new path, asking and communicating the information you need to know so that you can get on the other side of anxiety and step towards maybe an answer when it comes to romance. Because some of you are thinking of someone who is maybe very content in their life, but yet they're a tad bit mischievous, or that is you guys. And by the end, say going into next weekend, new paths could open up because of a chance meeting. So for some of you, you have a energy coming in quickly about romance, like today into tomorrow, and having a meeting by which there can be some clarity between two people. Some of you are heading in towards a feminine energy. Some of you are a feminine energy, and this more masculine energy is coming towards you with romance in their mind. All right, so I'm going to start out with the Sacred Circle Tarot by Anna Franklin and Paul Mason, and I'm just going to ask for a circle spread, please, by which we can kind of find specific areas in your life path, you guys, right at this time, moving into and through the week of March 23rd, 2018. Dear Lord, Spirit, guides, and angels, please bless those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Virgo with clearly defined messages when it comes to their life path here on earth at this time through the week of March 23rd. Love and romance, career and finance. Okay. Ooh, wow. Some of you guys are ready to go, or someone's ready to go when it comes to you. Now, Spirit is opening up a brand new portal for you Virgos. All right, you can step into a brand new world at this time. So think about, am I going to step into a mysterious world where I never really know where I stand? Am I going to step into a world where there's someone or something very seductive that by which could eventually devour me? Or am I going to step into a healthy path where I'm looking at it for the first time, where I'm contemplating each seed that I plant in order to grow new paths ahead in a way by which I know exactly what it is I'm doing and what it is that I want? So somebody's been spending some time getting clear, and now Spirit's opening up an opportunity or a new path, however you want to look at it. Now, in your mental aspects position, you guys have the web here. You are the spider. Anyone that's tied to your web will be affected by any moves that you make, right? So for some of you in your relationship sector, it is time to kind of stop and rest for a minute in the first few days here, because you put a lot of energy with 3 of your swords into a battle, and now it's time to figure out, how am I going to use my final sword? Am I going to stay where I'm at? Am I going to move forward? Am I going to step into this new path? But as I do that, who around me is this process going to affect, right? Now in your creative aspects position, you guys have the magician energies, or the druid, in this deck, meaning you have all the elements at your fingertips: fire, water, air, I hate when I stop. Water, air, fire, earth. Duh, earth. Okay, so you guys can manifest a new beginning after some rest here in the next few days, after some contemplation. And in your actions position, it's about the Knight of Cups energy. Racing in, someone to you or you to them, and saying, here's what I have to offer. And it might be a good time for you and this other person to kind of both look into that cup and say, is there anything in there? What is there? In your emotional aspects position, you guys are going to figure out the truth. And you're going to claim victory because you have found the truth. And it's a new path. A path you haven't walked before, by which, with the double-edged sword, you may have to cut away from old people, places, circumstances, situations, and environments. So there might be some anxiety about this meeting because you may feel like someone else is using their magician energies to manipulate a situation. But know that you have these energies to at least get to the truth, right? The truth will set you free. And in your subconscious, it's about stepping into a new path. Look at that. Spirit's offering you the green man energy. So subconsciously, you're going to recognize as you take small steps into a new path that the flowers are opening, the grass is growing, the leaves are sprouting, whatever it is. And everything is starting to flow. Now that's how you know subconsciously as you're stepping into this new world path, that with a little moments of rest and prayer, you're going to get more clarity about how to begin the step in this new path this week. So subconsciously, in your practical day-to-day matters position, this can mean one of two things. The Wheel of Fortune could turn in your favor because this is a new beginning, it's meant to be, or this is a karmic situation and you're going to have to use your magician energies to get clarity about the world path that you want to step into. Whomever's energies I'm pulling for this general reading. Now, in your inner strengths position, it's about dedication. You will have the ability to decide who and or what it is that you are dedicating yourself to by maybe next weekend. And then you can take the steps maybe that you've been waiting for. To share your cup of love, to look at a cup of love that someone's bringing into you. Maybe someone brings it into you first in the first 3-4 days here, or you them. And because the truth now, it's like you're starting to figure out which path to take from here. Like you stepped into a new world, and in that world is a bunch of other paths, right? And it's about planting the seeds to see which path is growing into the best one for you. Now, in a 3-card summary to my right with the same Sacred Circle Tarot, the first couple days are about developing a solid foundation, knowing what you want, getting the supplies, taking the steps to find harmony. And harmony is going to arrive in a way that by which you guys or someone else offers a gift to start a new beginning. Something that starts out small, something that is new, but that is definitely going to lead to success. For some of you, it may lead you to success when it comes to someone who has water in their chart, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, or you start to find that you're finding success in a new beginning and therefore can bring an ending. So that's where the decision is. For some of you, it may be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and you're fearing maybe discord with someone who may be a little bit older. You're trying to recover from a long and difficult path, and you are doing well financially. Good for you guys, whoever's energies these are. And now you're being reborn to walk a new path with your heart open. You're shining like the sun, and you're willing to be able to step into that position of a healthy spouse, a good father, caregiver, provider, etc. Interesting. So in the next 2 to 3 weeks, some of you, not all of you, may be trying to figure out what it is you're going to do in connection to an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini sun, moon, or rising. what is the right path for me. Or you may say, I now know what it is I want to do, and I'm going to speak my truth to others in a fair and just way, and I'm going to set my goals, and I'm going to move in this new direction. Because I'm coming to the realization with the shaman energies that I walked in some other path, an incorrect path, maybe a path I didn't belong in, and now I'm beginning to understand what it is that I want to manifest with these shaman energies. And even though that path ahead of me is a little bit scary because these stones represent fear, know that the moon represents hope. So therefore, Spirit's trying to guide the path ahead of you and will bring you clarity as you step into a new path. So you've ended one path, you're back at the center, and you have the ability to begin a brand new path. So in the outcome position, some of you, not all of you, are deciding who it is you want to dedicate yourself to with the 3 of discs. It could be 3 different business opportunities, people, friends, however that applies. And in the end, you're laying down the desire to force an issue and are just opening up to karma. Karma is going to help for you to figure out which is your new path and what it is you want to offer to someone. You're no longer locked up in the energies of delusions of the past, the long and difficult path. That path is dissipating now, and all the swords that were tied to it. Now you get to decide on a new path, a new beginning, a new direction. And that's starting with your intellect. That's starting with, in your emotional aspects position, getting to the truth and claiming victory because you got on the other side of anxiety via some sort of discussion. And now you can lay down that opposition, that confusion you had within. There's going to be a great bounty when it comes to your skills. Some of you may come into a passionate connection and find stability with someone, but make sure that everything is built on honesty and not any ulterior motives. Have the courage to speak your truth, even if it is about leaving something behind that no longer fulfills you, because it's time for a new beginning. It's time for a new path and a new walk for you guys this week. Now I'm going to bring in love at 12:23. Dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels, please bless those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Virgo with clearly defined messages regarding their love and romance energies now on into and through the week of March 23rd, 2018. Yeah, wow. Some of you want to step into a new path, but you don't know. You're wondering if this is a requited love or unrequited love. Karma is with you in this path right now, day to day, as you're figuring out what it is you want to manifest, okay? So maybe some of you feel like you're not really, there's enough attraction, but other times maybe you feel you do, is what I'm feeling. In your mental aspects position, you are recognizing with the web energies that any steps you take and things that you manifest in your life could affect those around you. Therefore, you're still contemplating on whether or not you should work on some form of partnership. Now, in your, let's see, this is relationship sector, taking time to think about, is this the one? Or have I already met the one? Okay, so this is a time of thinking this week. Not so much actions yet in the first 3-4 days. It's about contemplating what it is you want to manifest. Some of you, not all of you, may want to connect and reconcile with someone from your past that you are tied to somehow. In your actions position, I feel like this is either you guys or a water sign opening their heart, sharing what could be love, and Spirit's telling you, go ahead and allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine, because what's going to be is what's going to be. Either it's a fair and equal connection or it isn't. But without stepping into that path and looking, you'll never know, right? Because there's a wall there. You got to get to the other side and use your intellect to get to the truth of a connection by which someone and you may be connecting with each other in the next 3, 4, 5 days. Wow. So victory will come. Clarity will come. There's no need to try and control the way anything is going to turn out. If you move forward and connect with someone, in your subconscious, you guys are going to know that if things are flowing smoothly and feel right, that the path you're stepping in is the one for you. And Spirit's saying, just keep your heart open and give and receive the highest energy of all, which is love. See, love is all around us. Whether we're in a connection in this world with another person or not, we are in love. Love is the air we breathe, nature, our pets, our family, our friends, people we meet at the store. When we connect with others, we bring them into love and vice versa. After passion burns off in a romantic connection, then we become part of each other's love, and we then grow into being aunts and uncles and grandparents, right? So this is a time to try and just enjoy the journey, okay? In your practical day-to-day matters position, this is a karmic situation. It may be that once you connect with someone from your past, you find that you are very, very good friends. And I think that's going to be okay. Know that could be part of what transpires in the end. But know that most importantly, Spirit's offering you this card to help you to remember that it's important to dedicate yourself to your own path and then decide. I feel like some of you are thinking of someone, but for some reason at this point you don't think there's enough attraction until you move forward and there's some sort of just playful energy, fun connection. So whether or not something turns out, remember that every connection we have helps for you to heal and release, and most importantly, to recognize why the path happened in the first place. Because you're here to learn. And we learn through other people. So remember, however things turn out, the path was already meant to be. And Spirit watches how we react and the choices that we make in connection to other humans, in connection to our own soul. So just release and heal. Know that Spirit's offering you the energies to do so should something not turn out when it comes to love. But there's a lot of playfulness. There's a lot of fun here. And if you just let go of control, there is a big chance here with the Green Man energies, if someone here, maybe both people, can open up their heart to real love, and that's when things will flow smoothly. That's when the new world opens up, and that's when part of your souls can actually breathe. All right, so I'm going to bring in the Wisdom of the House of Night deck by P.C. Cast and Colette Baron Reed, and ask for spiritual guidance for you guys for the week of March 23rd, 2018. Flirt when there's romantic feelings. There's nothing wrong with flirting. There's nothing wrong with smiling and having fun with one another. We're all in this together, right? But remember that as we have to release things in our life, as we heal, more blessings come. But if we cannot forgive and let go, and give thanks to the learning experience for why we're even here, then we stay stuck. And I think a lot of people are experiencing that. And what's sad is that on the other side of being stuck, when you get beyond a fear or anxiety, a part of your soul can open up, because fear and anxiety, for whoever's energies these are, is the only thing holding you back. I can't say the only thing. I also feel an energy here for someone, that dependency. Somebody can't release from an ex because of that dependent connection that's been there maybe for a period of time. And Spirit's saying right now, what some of you can do is focus on your finances so that you can take back control of your thoughts and think about new goals for yourself. Think about a new path ahead. Think about new wishes that you'd like to come true. And then learn, say, I know what I've learned. I know I can remain playful. I know that love will come to me through Spirit, and that now I can just let go and let be. Yes, Spirit's saying, It's like, do I step in this path? Is there fair and equal love? Do I not? What is this? It's making things complicated with your energies. The High Priestess of Earth is here to help you guys when it comes to financial abundance. So if some of you are thinking of taking a chance to partnership with someone else this week, make sure that everybody's aware of what's transpiring before an actual move is made. Seems like an important message. So in your relationship sector, it's about rest. It's about contemplating. Is it this person, that person? Why are things so complicated? Pray to the High Priestess of Air. Well, not really necessarily to her, but pray that the High Priestess of Air will come in and cut away from your confusion. Cut out who does not belong in your path. Know that as you may come together with someone from your past, there are magician energies here. Somebody may be trying to manipulate the situation. Maybe both of you are, and Spirit's saying, you know, why not try to manifest the coming together instead of the going apart energy? What is it you're trying to fight? Take a risk and reconcile so you can get on the other side of an anxiety and find contentment once again. There will be playfulness, maybe in the next 3, 4 days, 5 days, and movement. And it's through this connection that you go from complicated energies and confusion to some sort of clear understanding that Spirit shines upon you. In your emotional aspects position, it's about letting go of control so the truth can set you free. And the truth is something we should never be afraid of because it's the path that's already written. All we have to do is listen to the High Priestess of Spirit, who's going to bring their truth to the situation when it comes to your emotions and subconsciously. There's a brand new path here, and Spirit's saying it is safe for you to open up your heart and love. But what you need to do is cut away from some sort of cycles. Now, these are the lesson in our path. It's something we find ourselves doing over and over again, only finding ourselves back to the point where we are unfulfilled. So if you're afraid to step forward and connect with someone, afraid to just have that coffee together, afraid to take a risk to just have a discussion, pardon me, that's something you need to recognize and say, now I'm going to change it. I am going to stop what I used to do when it comes to my heart, and I'm going to open up my heart this time and come at something in a different way. Let your friends help you. Let your friends come together with you. Let your friend say you connect with each other and say, you know, wow, you remind me so much of this when before I thought that, and here we are, and the Wheel of Fortune is turning beautifully. It may be a time to just get the truth out there between you so that, you know, nobody takes a risk and so that the energies don't get any more complicated than they may feel. This communication is very important this week because it's a time to release and heal. It's a time to contemplate, where do I want to dedicate my heart and soul towards? And here's this horse, not running with any other people. It's running very strongly, independently in a direction because it now knows exactly what it wants. It now has brought itself from the fear of complications tied to unrequited love by allowing playfulness and open-hearted actions to bring them understanding so that they now have clarity about their path ahead. And it all just takes one little connection, one little moment in time to get rid of old anxious energies. Wow. Okay, so for some of you in a 3-card summary to my left, I'm doing a Wisdom of the House of Night deck 3-card spread, though of course I always clarify. Spirit saying, take an oath to yourself that you are going to decide maybe whether or not a person is the person for you, and then maybe be done with it, is what I'm hearing. I feel like this person is really different than you. And there's some fear here. And the reason there's fear here is because there's a blocked doorway. So something's in the way. It may be that you're tired of trying to make a good or bad choice, and you're tired of being stuck or feeling stuck in some way. And Spirit's saying they're offering you the strength to let go. And for some of you, not all of you, what you're trying to let go is a very attractive, maybe water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and Spirit's trying to help you when it comes to your emotions. There's something you are going to be learning if you push past your fear. Remain clear about your boundaries and know that Spirit is offering you guys the warrior energies within you and around you to help you to set new goals and to speak your truth. Meditate to Spirit about exactly what it is you want to see be born in your life. And take some time to kind of rest and think about what really is important to you. If you could wish for anything this week, what is it you would get to do in that moment? Real quick, if nobody knew in that moment except you and another person to go connect and say, hey, it's going to bring you clarity. I think for some of you, you are going to feel love. Maybe before it was like, yeah, there's nothing, and then all of a sudden, and now you have control to decide, do I want to bring love into my life or not? This person helps bring me confidence and self-worth. But I fear chaos. So the High Priestess is here, helping for you to decide this week, as you go out into the woods, into your grove with your kitty cat and your blanket, what it is that truly fulfills you and what it is that maybe you've been in denial of. Because you and someone else may see things from a different perspective. And someone's listening, or you're both listening to each other, because there's a fear of deceit. I feel like two people are going to come together and they're going to laugh because they see something. Sorry, that's my child. They see something from the same exact perspective, and then they're going to kind of go, okay, we just learned the same exact lesson. That's awesome. If that happens, oh my gosh, please let me know. All right, so earlier we pulled a card for you from the Journey of Love deck by Alana Fairchild. And you received the breaking. So to close the reading, I'm going to read from the book to give credit to the author. You are breaking apart. You might not understand it all. There is not so much to be understood, but the simplicity doesn't make it any easier to endure. You may worry that you are going too far, that you may not recover or ever come back together again. But what can you do? Can you hold back from the divine love that calls you, that lures you to becoming all that you are, to remember your divine nature? Well, you could try, but for what purpose? Temporary rest before the storm is best. So take the rest if you need it, then dive into the storm. Let yourself be brokenhearted by the divine, so that you can become your truth. Become all that you are meant to be. It is better to have the heart broken so that it grows, than to be brokenhearted by thinking that you must protect yourself from love. Let go and break. It's going to be the making of you. Love is a special closeness that sings from your heart, that warms my days and nights, that feels good, that makes me smile, that makes me glad to be alive. Let yourself break open and come at a situation by which you may have not done it in the same way in the past. It's a time of taking a risk when it comes to honesty, and it's a time to be playful and to let everything unfold as it will, because the truth is going to come in. And I believe it's going to set you guys free in a path by which I feel is very lucky, is very blessed. You know, so for each of you, this is transpiring differently. Let me know how these messages are making sense to you. Now, if you need me to pull, or would like for me to pull your energies, I'm available at my email, which is josiek42@gmail.com. Just let me know what your questions and concerns are via email, and your sun sign, because I'll not know. And yeah, enjoy this magical journey. There's love and romance. There's just some sort of anxiety and fear. And if you don't take a look around the corner to see that beautiful path and those wonderful blessings, you'll never have found that they've been existing. Thanks for stopping by. Take care and God bless.